and thank you for tuning into the live broadcasting system known as the Nest. My name is Hans.
And my name is Andrew Edward Sims.
And we're bringing to you live the Heyworth Junior Senior High School basketball game. We're going to catch you in the second half of the junior high basketball game tonight. It's going to be 28-32, GCMS leading. What are your predictions for the junior high game? I mean, it's 28-32, obviously, but the tempo picked up from Heyworth, and they put their starters back in. Even varsity, he dresses varsity. Eric Wills, was thrown in the mix, but GCMS is very talented on both sides. So, what do you think?
I think it's going to be a good rest of the game, if you ask me. His name is JB. His name's JB. And I don't know. But yeah, they look like a pretty evenly matched team. I think that GCMS has kind of just like outpaced them in the first half.
Yeah.
I think they got another Lily, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. It was 8-0, 8-0 in the first quarter. Within 3 minutes? 3 minutes was spent. So honestly, the JV only utilizes a few amount of players. But all of them, or some of them play varsity as well, like Stephen Bobson and Gavin Edwards. There's a lot of talent. Yeah, Gavin Edwards, or not Gavin Edwards. Gavin Hicklin. Gavin Hicklin.
He's scary if Gavin Edwards played basketball.
Stephen Bobson and Tate Eller.
Eric Wills.
Eric Wills also plays. Actually, I've never seen Wills play JV, so that kind of confuses me.
I think it's his first JV game this year.
All right, so our starting lineup for the Hornets JV team coming in the third quarter is going to be Gavin Hicklin, Brock Carlton, Eric Wills, number 44, Kyle Brucker, and number 10, Stephen Bobson. We're off to a bad start. Bad start in the third quarter with a turnover. Number 31 from GCMS has it. Pass out to number 4 on the wing. He's looking. He drives for a failed layup. It's going to be a holding foul. Number 42, Brock Carlton, or 44, Brock Carlton is going to send him to the line for 2 shots. 22, my apologies, is Brock Carlton. Looks like he fouled number 4 for GCMS, which is going to be Cade Elliott, a sophomore at 5'11" guard. Eric Wills going to pass it. It's going to be 28-34. Oh, Eric Wills setting up a screen. Passes out to Blue, who has an unsuccessful field goal. Number 2 from GCMS marches down the court.
Oh, no. Play some defense.
Dribbling move around Steve Bobson. Pass out to number 4, who's behind the arc, and it's good for number 4, who's just into the line, Cade Elliott.
They got to get the pressure on him.
Yeah, extending the lead to 37-28. But, yeah, honestly, the defense has been lacking in several games. I heard the Leroy game, the defense was pretty bad as well for JV.
There was a couple kids that had good defense, I heard. But overall,
that one from Gavin Hicklin was off the side of the backboard.
It's a questionable push.
It's going to be a timeout. It's going to be a timeout charge of the Heyworth Hornets. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with you. Back shortly to talk about the varsity game. This is the Heyworth Silent Night game. So essentially what that entails is the student section, which doesn't look very thick right now, but I'm sure once it gets closer to playing time for varsity, it's going to be. However, the Silent Night game, it's basically for the first 10 points, until the first 10 points scored by Heyworth, the whole student section is quiet, and then once the 10th point is reached, the student section goes berserk, so it should be fun. It was last year. I don't know who we faced last year. I think it was Leroy.
Tri-Valley.
Are you sure it was Tri-Valley?
We had the movie afterwards.
Oh yeah, it was Tri-Valley, and we beat them. And
that was a good game. That was a close game.
It was a great game. Those are the games I like commentating.
I'm just hoping that the varsity team hasn't beat themselves before they stepped on the court, honestly.
Yeah. It's going to be a travel from number 31 for GCMS. But yeah, as you mentioned with the varsity team, I heard from different sources on the basketball team, like the coach even, but of course coach is going to talk good about their team, like you mentioned earlier. But like I heard from different sources that they could, if they kept their heads in it, they could definitely win. But GCMS definitely has a lot of good talent, and so does Heyworth, I guess.
They have
Not
good
I
athletes.
guess.
Good athletes.
Yeah. They're both very athletic teams, but I believe one thing that Heyworth needs to focus on, especially this game, is defense. Because our last game, if we had the defensive aspect, I think everything would have been there for us. We always have an aggressive offense. Also, for the game we played last time, we didn't have a very aggressive offense. It was the Tremont Turks. That was a questionable game, honestly. That was a very questionable game, and it was questionable not on the talent of our players, of course, but and you play football. I mean, you would know that. Obviously, it always lacks. Faith always lacks in the sports. I mean,
yeah. One of the biggest things you got to remember is you got to always go out there thinking you're gonna win. You can't beat yourself before you get on the field or get on the court. Because I mean, let alone worried about the other team. If you beat yourself, then. Whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right.
Right. Eric Wills from behind the three-point line is going to be unsuccessful. Gavin Hicklin picks it up, passes it back out to Wills, who drives in, is unsuccessful again. Number 31 picks it up for GCMS. Number 4 is behind the line. Number 2 gets the pass. 15 behind the line, drives in now, passes out to 31 once again. It's going to be unsuccessful behind the three-point line. Number 22, Brock Carlton, drives in, passes out to Hicklin.
Are they playing a zone defense, or what's going on here?
No, we're playing man. Number 43, Eric Wills. It's going to be a short range jumper. It's going to be successful inside the paint.
Now we're picking up the pace a little bit.
It's going to be 32-39, GCMS. Number 31 has it, drives in, looks to pass out to number 2 behind the three-point line. It's going to be unsuccessful. GCMS tonight has showed a lot of behind the three-point line action. And Hicklin drives in for a successful two-point shot. It's going to now be 34-39. My apologies. It's going to be a full timeout charge to GCMS. As we were talking about earlier, though, the varsity team obviously has potential to win this game, but a couple things that we need, especially, or definitely, rather, is we definitely need to keep our heads in it and focus on not beating ourselves before the game, basically. And as long as we have faith, and we're going to focus on the defense that we did in the last game, then I'm sure, obviously, the offensive aspect is going to be there. So I think that's one thing that we need to focus on. Tate Eller lately always has been actually, but lately has been in the spotlight. His defensive playing, he's always been a team leader, if you wouldn't say. He's played football, he's always been a leader. But I think if they communicate more, if you could agree with me, if they communicate more, especially on defense, then it's potential to be a really successful game.
They had a problem with communication last game. A couple players getting mad at each other in the middle of the game. And
they've always had that with chemistry.
That's just a problem with Heyworth. I mean, there's a lot of problems between the senior and junior class right now, and which is sad because we have a lot of good athletes between those two classes, and seeing them not be able to come together and work as a team it hurts.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I feel like that's a relevant problem in a lot of teams, and oftentimes you're facing your own teammates in a lot of games, and that's what really beats you.
Oh, nice.
Number 24, Gavin Hicklin for his third successful layup on the night, making it 36-41, GCMS. I apologize about that. There's about 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter for JV. Number 10, Stephen Bobson, marched down the court, passed it to number 14, who dishes it to number 22, gives it back to Hicklin, 24, behind the line. Into their center, 43, Eric Wills, looking for an opening. Pass it back out to Stephen Bobson. Stephen Bobson is pretty deadly behind the three-point line.
Oh, off his head.
When he can connect. When Stephen can connect behind the line, obviously, or honestly, it could be a deadly night behind in the three-point range. But it's one of those, you hit big or you miss big, and that's the case with Stephen. Same thing with a lot of these, a lot of the really Midwest gameplays is a lot of just three-point shooting. I mean, it's a lot of drive-in, dish-out, three-point shots. And you'd think the defense would be shaped around that opposed to man-to-man, but the defense really isn't shaped around that. It's shaped around inside paint work, and a lot of these teams just like to shoot outside. And the same way can go on both sides, like offense also. It's really predictable, but Logan Moore decides to go to for a layup there inside, completely misses the hoop altogether. Number 2 drives down, does about the same thing, knocks Logan down. Number 14, Logan Wills. Number 10, Stephen Bobson now taking the ball for Heyworth's possession.
We're having technical difficulties with names tonight.
It's like Gavin Edwards and Logan Moore. Brock Carlton goes up. Unsuccessful. Number 31 for GCMS, which is... that's Heyworth. 31 for GCMS is Jordan Lee, a sophomore guard at 6 foot even. It's going to be the tallest player on their team. It's a bigger boy. Number 10, Stephen Bobson drives in. And it's going to be successful from behind the three-point line to make it 39-41 with about 51 seconds left to go in the quarter. It says...
Foul number 14, Logan Wills.
Going to be a foul from Logan Wills to send number 31, as I was just talking about. 31, the 6-foot guard, Jordan Lee, to the line for 2. His first one's going to be unsuccessful.
And for the Falcons, number 25, Anthony Giroux.
See if he can connect on the second one. Second one is successful, making it 42 now to 39 in GCMS. 31 is going to come out of the game. And was it number 2 that came in? Number 2, Ethan Garrard, a freshman guard at 5'11", so just an inch shorter than the last guard that came in. Stephen Bobson connects again from behind the line. Like I said, he's a really big three-point threat if you get him hot, as he's proven now.
He's got handles on the ball too.
Yeah, number 3, Tanner Cribbett drives in. That is from the last time looked like an athletic kid. Now he's talking trash though. But he's looked like an athletic kid from the get-go. So now they're in the bonus. It's gonna be good for number 3, Tanner Cribbett, guard 5'9".
It's a silent night, Gabe. I completely forgot we were live.
Brock Carlton drives on the court for Heyworth. Number 2 for GCMS drives down, and Gavin's going to try to take the charge. I think it's successful here. Yeah, that was ridiculous. feel like it's going to be a hectic night tonight, especially with varsity.
Very hectic.
Very hectic. Number 2. Number 2 for 2. First
Sorry,
one,
but some of the best shooters have the weirdest shooting form. Yeah, it's going to be a good game.
It is.
It is.
Number 2 is successful for his second free throw. Making it 45-42 with, geez, there's 1 second left to go. And it's going to stay 42-45 going into the fourth quarter. It's going to be GCMS's ball here. Be back with you in the fourth quarter.
Look at Clayton.
All right, and we're back. We're back in the fourth quarter here, 45-42 GCMS. I feel like this has the potential to be a really good game up to the end here. It's gonna have to fix that.
3-point basket by Cade Elliott.
Oh.
It's gonna be 48 now with that successful 3-point shot. Eric Wills pass to, and the paint's gonna be a travel. It's gonna be a travel from Wills. Eric Wills here, making it GCMS's possession with. GCMS's possession
Having a cheer off.
with 48-40, or with a 6-point lead rather. 4 from GCMS on the outside, drives in, passes. Oh, decided not to pass out. Kyle Brucker from number 40 is going to try to take that charge, but he was moving his feet. Looks like, so it's going to be a blocking foul. It's going to be the team's 6th foul in the night. It's going to be Kyle's first. Sending 4 to the line. Number 4 for GCMS is Cade Elliott, a sophomore guard coming in at 5'11". It's going to be 42-49 now. Taz drives in, so it's going to be a shooting foul. Not Taz, and I apologize. Brock Carlton. Are they saving Taz for varsity, you believe? Because he didn't even start or anything tonight.
I don't know.
And he's normally a starter on JV.
I think he's a point guard, which is something that we need on varsity, so I don't know.
Yeah. First one's going to be unsuccessful from Brock Carlton. He's going to see if his second one can connect here. And it will, making it 43-49 now with.
Man, I'm going to miss the ending of this really good game.
Passing it to number 3, Cade on the outside. Number 15 now gets it. Looks like he's going to dribble around a bit. Dish it back to number 3, and it's going to be unsuccessful from beyond the 3-point line. Kyle Brucker picks it up. Kyle Brucker picks it up. Passes it to Brock Carlton, marches down the court with him. Steve Bobson now has possession. Drives in, looks like he's going to pass out to Gavin Hicklin. Great look and shot from Gavin, making it just a 3-point deficit now, 46-49. With about a little bit over 5 minutes to go, it's going to be 24. Gavin Hicklin's gonna foul or hold number 2, I believe, from GCMS. The deficit's going to be 3 points still, with a little bit over 5 minutes left to go. 4 is going to be sent to the line for 2 now. First one's going to be successful. Make it 50-46 now. Stretch that lead to 4 points. See if we can retain possession. If he misses, and he does not, making it 51-46 now. GCMS's lead. Brock Carlton now has possession. Passes it to Eric Wills, who's behind the 3-point line. And it is successful for a second attempt at a 3-point shot and second successful 3-point shots. It's making it now 49-51. A little bit over or under 5 minutes to go.
That's a good call. I'll give that to him. That's a good call.
Foul number 43, Eric Wills.
It's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul from number 43, Eric Wills. It's number 15 from GCMS to the line for 2. Number 53. I'm sorry, number 15 from GCMS is the sophomore Nick Kohler, guard, coming at 5'11", matched up with Stephen Bobson. Stephen looks and finds Brock Carlton, who dribbles on the inside, goes for a unsuccessful shot. It's going to be looks like it's going to be a shooting foul on the line for 2 here.
No, they're calling it up, bringing it out.
Oh, no, it looks like it's going to be a blocking foul, I suppose. Oh, throws it up to Eric Wills. Eric Wills has a lane there. He's not going to take it. Clayton goes inside, gets a screen from Wills. It's going to be a successful 2-point conversion there, making it 51-51 with a little over 4 minutes to go here. Number 31 drives in, pass out to number 23, dishes it back to number 31, who gives it back to number 4. Number 23 gets it once more. Pass to number 2. It's going to be a timeout charge to the Falcons here with a little over a minute to go. Andrew Sims is part of the pep band, so he's not going to be able to be with us for the rest of the JV game. However, we are going to see you back after this timeout. Looks like still going to be 51-51 here. This game has turned into quite a spectacle, coming out from an 8-point lead in the first period with a little under 30 seconds spin. It's definitely a great game to come back from Heyworth. A little over 4 minutes ago. You don't know what can happen in a basketball game, though. So it really depends on the defensive aspect from Heyworth, considering often when we're in a lead or even tied, we often lack in the defensive side of it. So it's going to be GCMS's ball here with a little over 4 minutes to go, as I mentioned before. 31 gets on the outside. Right now he's 1 for 2 behind the 3-point line, so something to watch out for from Heyworth's defense. Number 2 gets the ball. Dishes it to number 31 on the inside. Eric Wills picks it up for Heyworth. Going to slow it down here, it looks like. Brock Carlton is going to be the one to take it in. Carlton spins. Dishes it to number 43, Eric Wills, taken from by number 4 from GCMS. Then they go up for a fake layup, then a successful layup to make it 53-51, Heyworth. Number 10, Stephen Bobson has it. Dishes it to Kyle Brucker, number 44 on the outside, who gives it to Hicklin. Hicklin dribbling. Behind the three-point line, it's going to be a high bank. It's going to be unsuccessful. Wills picks it up, though. Goes for the tie, but he cannot get it. It's going to be a struggle there in the paint from number 15 and Kyle Brucker and Eric Wills, but 2 gets it, snatches it, drives it down the court, passes out to number 4. Ooh, fakes it, goes in. It's going to be a successful three-point shot for GCMS, who's now pulling away with a 5-point lead here in the fourth quarter with about 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Stephen Bobson passes out to Gavin Hicklin, who sees Brock Carlton. Brock Carlton puts it up, and it's going to be unsuccessful. Kyle Brucker dishes out to Stephen, and that's good from behind the three-point line here. It's going to be now 54-56, only a 2-point deficit with about 2 minutes and 21 seconds to go here. It's going to be a timeout, full 1-minute timeout charged to the Hornets. We'll be back with you after that timeout. Back here, 54-56. It's going to be a trapping violation for number. No, it's going to be a pushing foul from GCMS.
Into the Falcons lineup, number 5, Braden Rush.
Gavin Hicklin now has it. About 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. There's not much. Not much more than the offense can do here. Brock Carlton, though, is going to be successful in the paint with a layup there, making it 56-56 now. Tied with a little over 1 minute and 15 to go. Number 2 drives in for a successful layup as well to answer for Heyworth's layup. Stephen Bobson passes out to Hicklin, who goes out of bounds. Number 31 passes in number 4 for GCMS. 4 drives in, passes out to number 23, who's going to look like he's going to shoot a mid-range jumper, but Eric Wills is going to swap that into foul territory. Still going to be 58-56. GCMS's lead. Going to pass at 31, dump it back to 2, and it's going to be. Looks like it's going to be. It's going to be off of the Hornets. I presume it's going to be off of Steven. Passes in number 23. Passes it back to number 4, who dishes it to 5. 2's now coming around after the screen from number 5. Gavin Hicklin is going to foul on that one. He's going to send him line for 2 because we're in bonus. And it is going to be successful on this first one. Eric Wills picks it up there. With about 40 seconds to go, all we can really do is look for a 3-point here, considering that's a deficit. Number 24, Hicklin, looks past number 10, Stephen Bobson. Looks like he's regrouping right now, looking to set up the 3-point shot. I presume it's going to go back to Stephen, considering his 3-point rap tonight. Going to be a timeout charged to Heyworth. About 31 seconds to go. Number 5 from GCMS is going to be sent to the line for 2 here. It's going to be 59 to 56 still. I don't know why it says 60. One is going to be successful to make it 60 to 56. Now it's going to be a Heyworth possession here with 29 seconds left to go. Get a roll to start off the clock. Broxton dish it to Wills, who's going to draw the shooting foul here. Or, I think it's over the back, but either way, it's going to send Wills to the line for 2 here. Hopefully, to give us a 2-point deficit here. Stretch that deficit.
Good shot, Wills!
It's going to be a foul number 24, Gavin Hicklin here. It's going to be his 5th foul, and it's going to be the team's 18th foul of the night.
Shooting double bonus, number 23, Jordan Blake.
Number 23 is sent to the line here. First one's going to be unsuccessful at the back of the rim. That one's going to be successful to make it 61 to 57 now with 59 seconds to go. Kyle gets it, but it's going to be off the hands of GCM. Oh, it's going to be off the hands of Heyworth, looks like. All right. Yeah, coaches debated that one, and as would I. Looks like it was off the hands of number 2, but... All right, looks like
Foul number 43, Eric Wills. His third to the line, shooting
looks like they're arguing now that, Eric Wills used excessive force, but the refs are calling very bad calls. Man. That 62 to 57 now. Gonna be successful there. Those calls were questionable. It's gonna put Heyworth in the pot on that one. Limit their possibilities here in the fourth quarter. 11 seconds left here to go. It's going to be 63 to 57, GCMS. And Heyworth had a good comeback there for a little bit, and then deficit was scratched. Two people are now standing in the crowd for GCMS's chant. Make that three. Three people are now. Four are now. A total of 5 people stood for GCMS's chant. It's going to be 11 seconds and 11.5 seconds left here to go in the fourth quarter. GCMS 63 and the Hornets 57. Both teams are in bonus now, and it looks like Heyworth's gonna keep their starting crew out there. See what kind of difference we can make here. With 11 seconds left to go. I imagine they're gonna set up. Yep, there you go. It's gonna be off red number 2. It's going to be off number 2 from GCMS, and it looks like it's going to maintain Heyworth's possession. And Brock's going to try that one more time. Dishes it to Kyle. Kyle keeps it for a second, which is kind of a mistake. Eric dishes it up for a 3, and it's going to be unsuccessful. 31's going to take, and it looks like it's going to be a holding foul. Kyle screwed up his knee there.
Foul number 14, Logan Wills, his 5th personal foul.
Going to be 3 seconds left to go. 31's going to be sent to the line for 2, so it looks like this game is about to be wrapped up here.
Number 32,
Tristan Deach is going to make an appearance here tonight. .31 from the Falcons, going to make a successful free throw. 31 is Jordan Lee, the sophomore guard. And see what the second one is going to be. It's going to be successful to make it 65 now, pardon. 57, 3 seconds left to go. Heyworth played a great game here. Brock's going to put it up before the buzzer goes off, and it's going to be no good. Total for the JV Heyworth Hornets game is going to be 65 to 57, the GCMS Falcons. Good game. Either way, on both sides of the court for Heyworth and for GCMS. GCMS has a bunch of talent, always has, and especially this JV team coming up to varsity is going to be also a great team, especially equally for Heyworth as well. So, in about 20 to 30 minutes here, we're going to have the Heyworth varsity game against the same team, GCMS, the second event of the night. It's going to be the big one, and it's going to be Heyworth's Silent Night game, which basically, as I've mentioned before, for you, those of you who were not there before, Heyworth Silent Night game is basically the student section comprised of the students over there in costumes and such. It's going to be silent for the first 10 points for Heyworth, and once the 10-point mark is reached, Heyworth's student section is supposed to erupt. And the hope in that is that Heyworth scores the first 10 points, and it's going to be in a lead. And then at the end of the game, no matter what the outcome is, the student section sings Silent Night, so it should be neat. And as I mentioned before, the varsity game is going to be starting up in about 30 minutes here, so stay tuned while we are waiting for the game to begin. Hello, and thank you for staying tuned to the Heyworth Hornets Nest broadcasting system. My name is Hansi, your host, and Andrew is in the band currently, so he cannot speak quite yet. It's going to be a contest between GCMS, the Gibson City Falcons, versus the Heyworth Hornets, and it's supposed to be a great game. A lot of the players projected a good game. I also projected that GCMS was going to be really good, and I projected that GCMS is going to be really good as well, even just based off of their performance in practice pre-game. So it should be an interesting contest, and we'll be with you as soon as the starting lineup is done being called.
What?
At one guard is 6 foot senior number 11, Jeremy Whitten. At the other guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 5, Alex Salento. At one guard, a 5'11" senior number 3, Matt Schultz. At the other guard is 6'4" junior number 31, Colin McCubbin. And at center is 6'3" senior number 13, Tate Eller. The Hornets are coached by Tom Eller, assisted by Joe Brennan, Tim Martin, and Elijah Bobel. Good luck.
All right, welcome back. My name is Hans,
My name is Andrew Sims.
and we're back for the varsity Heyworth versus GCMS competition here for the Silent Night game. Number 21 from GCMS passes to number 4, dishes it back to number 21. Starting lineup, let's get started there for it first. Starting lineup for GCMS is number 21, Bryce Barnes. Number 5, Mitchell McNutt. Number 20, Ryland Holt. Number 4, Ben Freehill. And number 3, Nathan Garrard.
That's a rare sight right there. Seeing Colin get passed over the top.
And for the Heyworth lineup, we have number 31, Colin McCubbins, number 11, Jeremy Whitten, number 5, sophomore, Alex Salento, number 31, Colin McCubbins, and number 3, Matthew Schultz. Oh, and of course, number 13, Tate Eller. Tate Eller gets one from Matthew Schultz, and number 20 from GCMS is going to block that one. Colin blocks that one as well. It's contested by 2 players from Heyworth. Looks like defense is definitely out to play here tonight from Heyworth. Oh, Matt Schultz flies in the air to block that one. And, oh, Matt Schultz was tripped or fell.
He tripped over Jeremy.
Jeremy Whitten, for 3, is going to be stuck off the corner of the rim. Alex Salento has the ball, number 5, the sophomore. 3, dish it to Colin McCubbins, who sees Jeremy Whitten on the wing there. Number 13, Tate Eller gets it. It's going to be, oh. Oh, it's gonna looks like it's gonna be a flying shoulder from number 31 or number 13, Tate Eller here. I guess it's going to be GCMS's ball. Number 5, McNutt from the 3-point range. It's going to be off the other side of the backboard here with 13. Tate Eller picking it up. It's going to be a 0-2 contest here tonight. Jeremy Whitten puts that one up behind the 3. I don't think we're making very good shot choices tonight here, Andrew. Number 5, McNutt. You know, this is a very, very large team. Number 20. Oh, it's going to be a successful 3-point shot. Number 4. Number 4 is Ben Freehill. He also played in no, he did not play in JV. That was Kate Freehill. But yeah, like I was saying before, number 20 is a junior, Ryland Holt, and he is 6'4". He is their forward. 11, Jeremy Whitten has it. Passes it to Alex Salento, who's in the 3-point range, and that was a pushing foul or a shooting foul, but Alex couldn't get one, I suppose. So it's going to be GCMS's ball.
Why didn't
5-0 here? I think it's.
Go for that?
I'm not sure. It's going to be a 30-second timeout charge to Heyworth. Heyworth already looks kind of gassed here. We got to keep focused and keep the defensive pressure on, however, because it's really important that with an offensive team like this and performance from GCMS. We definitely got to keep our defensive game.
This is easily one of the best teams, if not the best team in the state, and I'm pretty sure they're 2A, which...
Yeah, they are competing 2A, I'm pretty sure.
And they have a good chance of going very far this year.
They do.
All their sports. They got good athletes.
Colin McCubbins takes it to the rim with 21, and unfortunately cannot contest it. It's gonna stretch the lead to 7-0 now. Alex Salento had the top of the key, passed it to Colin, dishes it to number 3, Matt Schultz. Gets back around to Alex Salento, who dishes to Colin McCubbins. Colin McCubbins drives in. Looks like it's gonna bump 21, and of course Falcons are going to complain about the travel. Number 3, Matt Schultz throws off his contender there. 13, Tate Eller makes a post move, unsuccessful, unfortunately, contested by number 20 from GCMS. Number 21 drives in, fakes, and then shoots it, contested by Colin McCubbins, and Matt Schultz lands there with the ball going down, and it's going to be GCMS's ball here off of Matt Schultz, number 3's hands. Number 4 pass it to 11 behind in Hornets territory here. Off the hands of number 13, Tate Eller kicks it back to kicks it back to number 21 from the Falcons, passes it inside to 20, the 6'4" junior who rolls it in.
He's 6'4"?
Yeah.
He looks taller.
Yeah, I don't know how accurate that is.
Man, those little plays are the types we have to make, even this early in the game. Those little plays are going to be crucial for who wins this game. We can't have mistakes, especially against a good team like this.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of them only in the first half of the first quarter.
And we definitely have to keep the offensive pressure up as well, because we're not answering to these to the shots from the Falcons. Ball movement is pretty good from Heyworth, though. It's going to be knocked off the hands of number 20, picked up by McNutt. McNutt's going to dish it to 11, who passed it to number 21. Sees 20 on the inside, contested by Alex, which is confusing. Alex is one of the shortest players for Heyworth out there right now, and he's going to defend the tallest player on the court. That's confusing.
I'm going to call it right now. That guy can dunk very easily.
Yeah.
He got his hand above the rim right on that layup earlier when he barely jumped up.
11,
That's
Colin
gonna be a
McCubbins is going to pass it out of bounds. Number 5, oh, gosh. They're going to leave McNutt wide open for the three-point shot. It's going to be successful. I feel like GCMS definitely has a state possession this year.
Yeah. 2 sports, which would be amazing.
Yeah. Number 3, Matthew Schultz puts it up. It's going to be an and one. Everyone is silent for Heyworth, though, because it is the Silent Night game. And they're doing their job. Till 10 points is scored, no one is going to cheer. Going to be successful for the and one from Matt Schultz. Justin Moore is going to come in for number 31, Colin McCubbins. Or no, Matt Schultz is out, and
St. Justin?
yeah, Colin McCubbins going to be put to the corner here. Number 21 from GCMS. He's going to take it down the court for the Falcons. Oh, he's going to dribble past Justin Moore, and we see how good that substitution worked out for us with another score from GCMS.
He's a good player. I think we're just trying to get someone taller on him because he's kind of a tank. Someone that can slow him down a little bit.
Colin making a very aggressive offensive move, and it's going to be successful. It's going to be successful for now it's going to be 5-16. GCMS's lead. 21 is a very athletic player from GCMS. I can see that. See that now.
22.
20 as well. 20 has height, though, and a lot of players who have height in basketball, honestly, that's what they're utilized for, is their height. A lot of tall kids aren't really athletic, but 20 is quite
I feel
athletic.
like not in the high school, not a lot. it's very rare to find a tall, very athletic person.
Yes, especially that tall. I mean,
Especially in a small town, too.
yeah.
I mean, not saying Gibson City's small, but it's not as big as, like, a lot of schools.
Justin's going to have to get rid of the ball there. Colin McCubbins goes in for a post move. It's going to be successful for Colin's third successful field goal for the night. It's going to be 3 more points, and the crowd should erupt here. Number 20 drives it in. It's going to be good. Number 21 from the Falcons is Bryce Barnes. He is going to be a 6'4" forward. He's going to be a junior as well. And he's quite an athletic kid, too. Tate Eller sees a 3-point shot. It's going to be successful. And the crowd is going to kind of erupt.
I don't think anybody knew how to count.
No one expected that, I suppose. That was rather uneventful from the student section.
What the heck was that? What the heck was that?
All right, now it's 10-18. Heyworth is down, but they're going to decrease their deficit here. Jeremy Witten has possession of the ball. It's going to let the clock run down. There are 34 seconds now. 35, Justin Moore spins around. A couple good offensive moves, and it's going to go right out of his hands.
Take him out.
Gonna look for our defense here to take us into the second quarter without any more of a lead from GCMS. Hopefully they can stay where they are as opposed to pulling away from our 10 points here. 6 seconds left to go. Colin jumps in the air, leaving number 3 unattended, and it's going to be unsuccessful. 35, Justin Moore's going to pick it up, dishing it to 3, Matt Schultz, and it is going to go into the second quarter, 10-18. Heyworth being down.
Man, it's kind of a bummer.
Yep. But all right, here in the second quarter, it's going to be 10-18. Taylor's going to try to start off the second quarter with a bang, but unfortunately cannot make that happen. 11's going to drive down the court. 11 comes in for number 20 from the Falcons, which is surprising. They're a big forward. 6'4". Ryland Holt is the junior. Comes at 6'4". Number 21 is 6'4" as well, but that's their that's going to be their guard. Number 5, McNutt, passes it to number 3, who Colin puts a hand in his face, who gets it to Jeremy Witten. Jeremy Witten passes it back to Colin. Colin drives in, and it's going to be his third successful post move of the night. Colin is on fire.
Okay, I'm sorry, but
Colin's doing great.
Colin should play a lot more as a sophomore, and he's easily the best offensive and defensive player on this team.
I definitely agree there. Colin is athletic. He is tall.
And it's not only one game, too. Like, he doesn't just have one good game. He constantly plays good. Even if he's not the best player each game, he still is.
He's very consistent. He's very consistent.
Best player a lot of the games.
He has, like all players on that court, especially him though, for a young player, he has a lot of room to grow, and he grows by the year. Last year, as a sophomore, he made several appearances on the varsity team. It's going to be off of the foot of number 2 from the Falcons. Number 2 is going to be Lane Short. He's a forward, 6'2", junior. Their varsity team is comprised of all juniors and seniors, opposed to our varsity team, which has 2 sophomores that are featured on the roster for varsity. So they're a prominently upperclassmen team. Actually, though, there's only one senior that plays for GCMS on their roster. Yeah. So. Didn't he have steroid trouble last year, or was it
2 years ago? No, yeah, it was my sophomore. I never sophomore year.
He was a sophomore and he was using steroids?
Junior. No, it was in a junior year.
Yeah. He's a junior.
No, he's a senior.
Oh, he's a senior, so he's in the junior year. Yeah. And he couldn't play football.
He was after football, so he had the problem over the summer.
Why can he play now?
I don't remember. But I remember he played last year, and then he got in trouble for steroids over the summer. I don't remember the steroids exactly. I think it was just some sort of performance-enhancing drug.
Oh, okay. Do they test? Well, I assume they do test.
They do a P test. I think it was, they were doing his physical over the summer for football beginning, and he didn't pass the drug test, so he had to be out for a while. It's
going to be about 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Heyworth's going to increase or decrease that deficit, however, and it's going to be 18-14 now. Heyworth's coming back and showing what they're made of, especially on the defensive end of it. Jeremy Witten sees Matt Schultz, who passes it, tries to get it to Colin. I think it's going to go off of 11's hands. I don't know. It might be off of Colin's hands. It's going to be GCMS's ball. It looks like it's going to be off Colin McCubben's hands.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened again with McNutt. Just something that went around the football, just around the football conference.
Huh.
Kind of a big thing. He's a good player. He's a real good player.
Yeah, he is. He seems like he's not for the kid.
One of the powerhouses in the state team.
Yeah. That sucks, though, now that he has that on his rap. I mean, it's not even, no matter what allegations are true or not true.
I don't think it was that bad. I don't think it was like a terribly bad drug. Or like, I think it was just something small.
I'm sure it was like a.
But of course, everybody had to blow it up because he was such a good player.
Yeah, I'm sure it was like a growth hormone or something, and everyone turned it into just what small towns do. Oh my goodness, that's going to be an and one from Matt Schultz. That was crazy. He was almost to the ground. He shot it up. It's going to be an and one.
What is up with our student section?
I don't know what is going on with our student section, but I'd be erupting. That was an and one from Matt Schultz. That was like, Matt Schultz is a very athletic kid. I mean, football, baseball, everything. Matt Schultz is very athletic, and obviously proving that tonight with his that was amazing. Justin Moore's going to go to the floor for that one. It's going to be a shooting foul to number 11 from the Falcons. Number 11 is Connor Berkey, a junior guard coming in at 6'1". Going to actually, I guess he wasn't going on for the shot yet, so it's going to be a blocking foul from Justin Moore. Justin Moore, however, is going to still be sent to the floor. Number 20 goes in, dribbles out, sends it to number 11, who is going to make a successful three-point shot. Gonna look to get a bit closer to the Falcons' lead here. Justin sends it over the rim now. Don't know what he was thinking there. Justin gonna make smarter decisions in terms of there. Luckily though, we're able to retain possession. Coach got onto him for that shot. Honestly, I think
he's got on him twice already.
A lot of our decisions though come from radical shot decisions. Matt Schultz drives in, goes to shoot it. Oh, dives, almost breaks his forehead for that save, but can't get it. Number 11 from GCMS marches it down the court. Pass it to number 21.
Oh, my.
Oh.
He's tall.
He could have alley-ooped that, truthfully. And from two tall guys, it probably would have just been a straight pass to the hoop.
Straight old pass. Straight old oopie.
It's crazy to think 6'4" is considered a little bit short in the NBA. Like, Curry is ridiculed for his
He's
height.
6'1", isn't he?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Curry is like 6'3".
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, he looks really short.
And I mean, it's not. Oh.
Can you hit space and stop?
No. It's going to be 3 minutes 58 seconds to go here in the second quarter, with Connor Berkey going in line for two. All right, number 13, Tate Eller picking it up for his second unsuccessful free throw. Number 11, Berkey's free throws. Oh, it's a hard pass from Justin Moore, but Tate Eller is able to pick it up. That's gonna be a double dribble from Tate Eller. That was clearly and visibly a double dribble from Tate. Falcons are going to look to increase their lead from 22 points to 16 here in the second quarter. 21 drives up, just puts it in there for 24 to 16. Jeremy Witten drives in. Number 20 tries to deflect that, but see, I don't know if it's our shot selection. I don't know if it's just if it's just a lack of our ability to shoot tonight. But see, here's the thing. Number 21 tried dunking on that one and was unsuccessful. But that's crazy. That just proves the height in that on this team. Number 20 could probably just go on his tippy toes and dunk it. But
that was scary.
Twas
the silent night.
Twas the night before Christmas.
Oh,
where Hornets are going to destroy.
21, how tall is 20? They actually look about the same
Okay,
height.
it both says 6'4", or both of their height.
I think they're both taller.
Height reports say 6'4".
The same height, it looks like.
But I don't think it's 6'4". I believe it's a little bit taller. It has to be.
He's 6'4", isn't he?
Let's see what his report says.
6'3".
Yeah, he says it's 6'3". Colin has to be like 6'5". He's taller than 20. Let's see. Colin McCubbins is 6'4", so I don't know how the height is gauged. Number 21 is going to dunk. He is going to dunk. It's going to be a successful dunk from the Falcons guard number 21. Yeah, that was a nice breakaway and dunk from number 21 and from the Falcons. Bryce Barnes, a 6'4" forward.
I'm sorry, didn't care what team was going to do it. I was waiting for that.
Yeah. I want to see Matt Schultz break away. I don't know if he can dunk. He definitely has the jumping ability. I would love to see that man's vertical. He's got the jumping ability, but if he gets a fast breakaway, I presume he could.
I would love to watch that man jump straight in the air and just see how high he goes.
I'd love that man to jump from a standing position just to watch him.
What are you talking about? You distracted me.
Number 21, Matt Schultz passes number 5. Is Lucas in the game?
21, yeah, Lucas.
There he is, Lucas. Looks like he's going to get varsity time. I want to see Lucas prove himself here. I think this is the first time Lucas...
he got varsity time against Leroy.
I know, but being blown out, you know.
Hey, we're not being blown out.
I know, but I'm saying Lucas has gotten playing time when we were being blown out. Is it that? See, if we were able to
Oh, they gave
contest
him
our
a
shots a
free
little
for
bit better, we're leaving them unattended in a lot of means here. Number 21, Lucas Reinthaler gets it. Dishes it to number 5, Alex Salento, who gives it to Colin McCubbins. Lucas gets it again. Good ball mover from Heyworth, but GCMS's defense is pretty good. Matt Schultz going to go up, and it's going to be contested 3 times by number 20, 21, and number 4 from GCMS. Number 20 looks inside, pass out to number 4. Matt Schultz just put a hand in his face once and moved on. Number 20 puts it back in from GCMS, making it to 32 to 6, extending the lead from 32 to 16 now.
Gonna throw that down.
Now we're playing a bit more conservative and trying to slow down here. GCMS is exhausting our efforts at this point. It's going to send Matt Schultz to the line for 2, though. Good way to draw a foul. Something I've noticed about Matt Schultz is he's really able to draw fouls and charge and stuff depending on the ref. I mean, I've seen a lot of times where Matt Schultz has thrown his body in front of an opponent to draw a foul. So number 20 from GCMS takes control of the ball, gives it number 4 to march it down the court. Number 5 passes it back to number 4, gives it to number 20. 20's gonna go back up. Matt Schultz puts it down and puts 20 down as well. That's crazy for a 6'4" player. That was awesome. That was an awesome defensive play from Matt Schultz. Number 11 now, Jeremy Witten has the ball. Dishes it to number 31, Colin McCubbins, who drives in. It's going to be an unsuccessful shot. It's going to be his first unsuccessful drive in the paint tonight. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
That would have been...
This is quite interesting.
That would have been crazy. That would have been good. What's the rule on that? Is it...
I think they counted as out of bounds. Or a jump ball?
It is a jump ball now.
McNutt looks like a gorilla. That is just a man.
He's quite a man. I didn't know that you retained the possession.
I think it counts as a jump ball, so is their possession.
Sure. Number 21 here just threw up the alley-oop, goes up for a mid-range jumper. It's going to be successful. Alex Linto goes up for the last-minute shots. Not going to work out. Going to come back in the second half of play here after a few short comments. From the combined height and athleticism of number 20 and 21 from GCMS, Ryland Holt and Bryce Barnes, they've got height and they've got athleticism, and I believe that they're quite a dynamic duo, and they need to be watched for in the second half of play because
21 and 20?
Yeah, because our defense is really focusing on them, and a lot of it also is leaving a lot of players unattended and
ready to do their dance, the music.
So
back with live coverage of Jared Lauderman.
All right, and we are back in the second half of play here. 34-16, the Falcons, the Gibson City Falcons. Number 5, Alex Salento starts out with it, passes it to Matt Schultz, who dishes it back to him, gives it to Jeremy, who gives it back to Colin. Colin here looking for an open shot in the paint, and it's not open, it's contested, but he still gets the shot off, going to be successful here to make it 18-34. I'm hoping the offensive pressure is definitely more prominent here in the second half. Number 5, McNutt's going to...
They gotta slow their offense down. That's the problem.
Yeah. Colin comes from behind the three-point. It's not going to work, and he's going to throw it off in the... Oh, my goodness. Thought he threw it off of the shoulder of number 4, but didn't look like he did. Are we doing the silent night thing again, or is just no one standing?
We saw a very prominent student section.
Number 5 from behind the three-point line, and it's going to be no good. 11, Jeremy Witten picks it back up for us. Pass it to Tate Eller. Mid-range jump shot. It's going to be no good. 20 picks it up for GCMS. Number 20 is Bryce Barnes, or no, rather Ryland Holt. That's going to be Heyworth's possession here, off the hands of number 11. From GCMS, pardon. Going around the outside, Colin McCubbin's going to go up. Going to go up, going to come back down. It's going to be a traveling violation from number 31. Colin McCubbin didn't look like one, but it looks like 11 was going to push him into one. So 11 from GCMS. Sorry, marched on the court. Connor Berkey. Connor Berkey was going to be in the key on that one. Tate Eller pushes in and over the shoulder of number 20. It's going to be successful. Number 5, McNutt has possession now, going in, and it's good from number 5 from GCMS, making it 40-20 now, 20-point deficit. It's going to be right over the hands of number 13, Tate Eller, and I can imagine the performance. I mean, several teams now is upsetting them because I know they know that they're better, and their chemistry needs to improve in order for them to start realizing how good they can perform, because right now we're not doing the best that we can. That's unfortunate because we're a great team too with a bunch of talent. Coach, it can be heard just saying it starts with defense, and that's what I think Heyworth needs right now is their more defensive action here.
What you just pointed out is
third quarter.
How many on the last possessions they've just scored on, and I'm pretty sure they just scored on their last 5 possessions.
Yeah. Number 11 passes out to number 5, who drives in for a mid-range jumper, and it's going to be a shooting foul from Colin McCubbins. And the Falcons are going to be in their bonus as well. So number 5. Number 5, Mitchell McNutt's going to be sent to the line for 2 shots.
I think they're 1 foul away from bonus.
No, they're in the bonus. Oh, no, they're not. They are, yes, they're approaching bonus. JV was definitely, JV showed a lot of foul trouble in their contest tonight.
Yeah, they either have one or two players foul out.
Kama coming here, gets on the wing, pass it to Jeremy Witten on the outside for a three-point conversion here, making it 23-41. Heyworth Hornets are down. 21 drives in. It's going to be a successful layup from number 21, Bryce Barnes, a forward coming at 6'4", junior. Kama Cubbins passes it into Tate Eller. Tate Eller drives in. Behind the backboard, he's going to go ahead and put it up. 21's going to pass it across the court. Number 20 is going to get it now. 20 drives in for a post move. Goes up, and it's going to be no good. No good for number 20, Ryland Holt. Attempting to shoot it over the head of Matt Schultz. Justin Moore's going to come in for Colin Cubbins, I think, to give him a breather here. Alex Salento here. Pass it to Matt Schultz, dishes it to Justin Moore, rather. Three, Matt on the corner, gives it to Tate, who dishes out to Jeremy Witten for his second unsuccessful three-point shot of the night. Number 4 from the Ben Freehill. It's going to be good. Alex Salento passes it out to Matt Schultz, who gets it into Tate, but it's going to be
foul number 20.
It's going to be a pushing foul from number 11 on GCMS, keeping the possession with Heyworth. Alex Salento, quick pass to Jeremy Witten, but it's no good. In the three-point range for Jeremy. 11 passes number 5 in the corner for another successful three-point shot. Number 11 now, Jeremy Witten for Heyworth is marching it up the court. I definitely think that we need to play better defense. We're leaving people hanging on the corners, and the wing is open as well. Number 4 is going to plant a knee in Matt Schultz's back.
Foul number 4, Ben Freehill. His second, team third, 2 line for 2, Matt Schultz.
So yeah, number 2 lane short's going to put, or number 4 rather, Ben Freehill is going to have his second foul of the night and his team's third foul, but his second personal. Matt's first is going to be no good. His second one is no good as well. And Tate Eller's able to try to put it back up. Matt Schultz tries to put it back up as well. We're really not able to connect tonight for some reason. Now we got 3 against 2 situation here. 4 puts it up again. It's going to be successful. We really got to focus on defense here. We're really slacking on defense. We're focusing more on offensive play than we are defensive play, and we're leaving people hanging where and when we shouldn't. Matt Schultz going to put it up for a layup here, making it 27-52, the Falcons. 21 drives in, pushes out to number 11. No good on this one.
Foul number 5, Alex Salento. His second and third. Into the foul lineup, number 3, Nathan Rowe.
Tate Eller to a hard pass to Matt Schultz, and it's no good. You notice Matt is not doing so good. Not doing so good in the shooting region here tonight. Number 31, Colin Cubbins blocks it from number 21. Colin looking for a shot there, but they decided to take the one behind the backboard anyways. I don't understand the sense in their shot selection tonight. Colin McCubbins was wide on the wing there, and instead Jeremy Wynn decides to take it behind the backboard. .31, Colin McCubbins drives it in. It's going to be a good layup here. So yeah, this is a closer game than Leroy's was, and this is a better team than Leroy.
What was the score of the Leroy game?
I'm not sure. I heard they almost doubled us. Jeremy Winton takes another shot that's no good here. And honestly, another thing that I realize, if players don't have a good trait at maintaining their composure, each shot they miss, the more they get mad, and the more that they tend to take and miss shots. So I believe it's important and crucial to keep that mentality that you can make it, opposed to not making it, because I see a lot of players like Taylor getting mad here. He's not able to see a successful shot. His first one's good here, but as I was saying, he's not able to see a successful shot. So on his next one, he's angry and misses it as well. Number 3 passes out to number 5. 5 driving in, passing it back out to number 3. Dishes to number 21. 21 drives in, and it's going to be a high off the backboard shot. It's going to be a travel, it looks like, I hope. No, I guess. Yes, it is going to be a travel. Heyworth possession here. Colin driving in, fake post move, gets it to Justin Moore. It's not going to be good. Give me Black's ball here. Third quarter, 28 seconds left to go.
Second foul, team third. Injury is off the lineup, number 13, Josh Black.
5 drives in for a post move that's unsuccessful. 13's in there as well. Number 2. Looks like we're just going to try to not allow him to shoot. Maybe a timeout charge to GCMS. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Come back with 3 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, 31-59. The guests still going to send number 2 to the line, lane short for 2 shots here. after a shooting foul committed by, I believe it was 35, Justin Moore. 15, Chris Hood comes in, a guard junior at 5'9" for number 5, Mitchell McNutt. Heyworth's going to act quick here. And Jeremy does, and it's unsuccessful. So we're going to come back in the fourth quarter of play with GCMS almost doubling our score here, being 60-31.
Multiple times.
All right, here we are in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes 53 seconds left to go. 31-60, the guests. I think one of our weak points tonight is definitely defense. Justin Moore just kind of passed it in the air there for number 3 from GCMS to grab. Number 3 is Nathan Garrard, a junior coming in at 5'11", a guard. Number 15 here on the wing passes number 12 from the Falcons. Number 12 drives in, passes it back to number 13. Unsuccessful passes out. I believe he stepped out of bounds, though. Yep, and it's going to be Heyworth's possession here. I believe it's definitely not impossible, but more so if we continue the behavior on defense, I believe it's going to be hard to come back from this deficit. But the more aggressive we get, I really do think we let ourselves down in the sense that we're beating ourselves here with the mentality that we're losing, and that's a lot of what teams do is we're losing, so might as well not try to win, and that's exactly what I think is happening tonight. But nevertheless, Heyworth has been known to come back from major deficits, so we can see obviously anything's possible. So, Matt Schultz was dragged to the ground for number 3 there, and it's going to be a good shot from number 2 behind the line, making it 62-34. Good ball movement from the Falcons. 3 drives in. 3 is going to make a successful layup here, making the score now 64-34. Now a 30-point deficit even, or 30-point lead even. Number 3 is a 5'11" guard junior, Nathan Garrard. He came in for number 20, Ryland Holt, and number 2, their accomplice, Lane Short, I apologize, came in for Bryce Barnes. Number 21, the junior at 6'4". Both guards, both forwards came in at 6'4". Matt Schultz got slapped in the face here. And I noticed that the fouls on both ends haven't really been called tonight. And if they had, they were pretty extensive fouls. Number two from GCMS. Pass in at number 13, who dishes it to 12. 13 gets the ball back, and it's going to be a successful mid-range jumper, making it 67-34. See, there's just no defensive effort at this point in the game. Number 3, Tate Eller has a fadeaway jumper, and also I think a lot of it is confidence. Like I've seen when we've been confident, we're drilling every shot that we take, and then we've seen when we're not confident, and then we're just not making the shots. Foul number 3, Matt, is going to send not going to send number 3, but it's going to be a blocking foul from Matt Schultz, trip number 3. Nathan Garrard. Nathan gets it, passes it to number 12, but intercepted by Colin McCubbins. Came in, Matt Schultz jumbles it around, gets it back to number 3. Oh, and no good layup. Jeremy Witten knocks it around. Colin picks it back up. A little bit of back and forth action here. Tate Eller passes to Jeremy Witten, who shoots behind the three-point line. It's going to be successful, making it 39-67 now. It's going to be off the hands of number 13.
Defense has lost this game for us.
Most definitely. Actually, it was not going to be off the hands of 13. It's going to be off the hands of number 3, Matt Schultz, to give it to the Falcons. Number 12 is passed to here. Long lob pass on the other side of the court. Number 3 shoots it behind the backboard, but number 31, Colin McCubbins, picks it up. Jeremy marches down the court here. Looks like he's going to take another three-point shot. It's going to be unsuccessful off the top of the rim. Colin's going to go in there. It's going to grab 2 shots at the line. He's going to send him to the line for 2 here. After that foul from number 3, Lane Short, it's going to be his second, team fourth. Colin's first one's going to be good. Honestly, I definitely believe that the player so far of the game is Colin McCubbins. Colin has showed great defensive effort, as well as offensive effort. That's definitely important for a team, and especially Colin, he's always had great talent. Number 2 is passed to the top of the key. 15 is dish 2. Number 12 gets the ball, drives in, passes number 2, who shoots a mid-range jumper, but it's picked up by number 31, Colin McCubbins. 13, Tate Eller gets it on the shoulder. 11, Jeremy has it now. I see a lot of Colin calling for the ball and not getting it. It's passed to the inside instead of Colin getting an open shot. Again, Colin's wide open, and they're deciding to take shots they're missing. Honestly, considering Colin's the top scorer on the night, I would think that Colin's going to get the ball, but he's called for the ball numerous times, and he's not getting the ball. They're just taking shots that they're missing, and it's ineffective. See, if you just watch number 31, Colin McCubbins, top of the key every time, then he has to drive in and get the ball himself here. But every time Colin will call at the top of the key, no one will leave. They'll leave him unattended, leave him open, and he doesn't get the ball. So I believe that's a lot of communication faults there. But I think some of it is also just the seniors taking shots and unfortunately not being able to capitalize on them.
Into the Hornet lineup, number 1, Stephen Bobson.
Number 3 is going to take it down the court for Falcons. Matt Schultz is going to get it. Looks like Stephen Bobson is going to get the ball. Come in here. Another unsuccessful shot from Matt Schultz. Number 3 is going to drive down the court, pass it to number... Oh, he's contested 2 times. That was definitely going nowhere near that rim. But 13 is going to pick up the foul on that one, Tate Eller. Making it 68-43, the Falcons. Hayward's doing a lot of ball movement here for being down so much. Oh, it looks like it's gonna. I think Eric Wills is gonna grab the foul there. Number 43, Eric is. Yep, he's gonna send number 2 to the line for 2. His first one's gonna be good. Making it 69. Possibly extending their lead to 70. No good there.
Same team, guys.
Number 1, Lucas Reinthaler passes out to number 25, Gavin Hicklin. Hicklin passes out to Justin Moore. Justin Moore drives in. He's going to put it up. It's going to be no good. He's going to slap the hand of number 2 from the Falcons. It's going to be a blocking foul.
Team 9. To the line, shooting 1 in bonus, Chris Hood.
Chris Hood is going to be sent to the line off a blocking foul. Sitting there in bonus. No good. From number 15 on the Falcons. Number 25 of the Heyworth Hornets. Marching down the court, Gavin Hicklin. There, gets the ball jumbled away from him. Okay, Eric Wills put a screen up there, and they're going to call it excessive there. That was kind of weird. He just put the screen up, but he'd be unsuccessful. The shot was unsuccessful for number 12. Gavin Hicklin does it down the court here. Passage to 21, Lucas Reinthaler. Reinthaler dishes it to Wills, just got the foul. Wills, the ball is jumbled from his hands. Number 25, Gavin moves in, tries to pass out, but it's knocked away. Gavin Hicklin and Stephen Bobson are both soft. Well, Gavin Hicklin's actually a freshman making an appearance on varsity, and Stephen Bobson is a sophomore. With a little under a minute to go here, the score is going to be 69-43. The Falcons, Justin's going to be sent to the line for 2 in bonus here. Overall, I think both of the teams showed tremendous talent as usual. However, Heyworth didn't show as much effort as the Falcons pulled away. If you can concur on that one.
I feel like the effort wasn't there. I feel like they were beat before they stepped on the court. And I feel like the second they got down themselves. And that was the game right there. Didn't have faith in themselves. You could see it in their eyes. Nobody wanted to try.
Yep, especially when they started losing. That's when they lost.
There's time on the clock. There's still anybody's game, and they definitely were not thinking that.
Justin Moore with a great block. However, Eric Wills is going to... thought Eric was going to toss it out of bounds, but he did not. 30 seconds left to go here. Stephen Bobson, I think they're going to hold on to the ball. They're going to try to put one more up or two. Or one more, rather. Stephen from outside the three-point range. And it is successful, Stephen, here to make it 46-69. GCMS. Little under 10 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Great game, great performance from both teams. And unfortunately, Heyworth did not come out on top of this game. But it was a great performance from both teams. And with that, it is the game. And I encourage you to come back to the next live broadcasting system featured from the Nest. And until next time, this was your host, Hans Clymer.
And your son.
And we wish you happy holidays and a great rest of your night.